Hi guys, thanks for joining my YouTube channel. Well guys, today's video is going to be about Destiny and her combating a lot of the rumors and accusations that have been put out about her. One being that, she was messing around or sleeping with or, in a relationship with Martell. Destiny said that is total BS. It's crazy. She thought it was just Mel's storyline, but she went too far with it. She's really, sick of talking about it. She's known Martell for 15 years, and that's all it is. They're friends, they were friends before the show, and they're friends after the show. She's cool with him and SHARI. She hangs out with them. She said there's nothing to that. It's a made-up, story for a storyline. She also, goes on to speak about, did she know about Martell and SHARI's relationship? She touches on that. She touches on being transparent on the show and how Mel was made to be the star of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So she feels like that's why some of her more vulnerable scenes were not shown and cut out, because Carlos King and his production wanted to keep the focus on Mel. She said we were made to speak about her. So she should be thanking us, for really keeping her relevant after the divorce. Because, she had an attitude with everybody, so she wasn't really filming with anybody. And so that's why she had to go back to filming with Martell. But as per Destiny, she's saying that they were, pretty much told or made to speak about Mel, to keep her name in their mouth, because a lot of people want to know, why they're always speaking about Mel. Why does Destiny keep going back telling Martell stuff on the show, with Mel's name in her mouth? They all need storylines because all they do is talk about me. And Destiny says she's sick of it. Everybody's sick of it. But that wasn't their decision. That wasn't their choice. Again, she says, I guess it was Carlos's goal, to make Melody, which she was, already the star, but to make her the star probably because he feels like he owes her. And he told her that it would work for her good if she shared her most vulnerable situation of her life, which was the breakdown of her marriage. We all have heard Melody say that she was going to pull the plug. She didn't want to share that, but Carlos encouraged her. He pretty much, I would just say he encouraged her to share her story, that it would work out for her. It would work out for her in the end. And, and she did so, and so, it was beneficial to Carlos King, and he feels it was beneficial to her. But of course, he's not here. He's not at her beck and call, every time to, to hold her, to console her, to comfort her with all the backlash that she has gotten. Good, she has gotten backlash as well as good, feedback from the fans. She has related to a lot of women, and so, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Of course, she got a following because of that, because it is so, common. It is so common with women to have experienced what she has experienced. And, they've built a bond over it. They've built a trauma bond, or whatever you want to call it, over her situation. And then you have the people on the other side of the spectrum who doesn't like it. They don't like the idea of it. So here we have Destiny in her latest interview discussing, Melody and the situations that went on Love and Marriage Huntsville. She also indicates in the same interview that she has not been fired. That's a lie. She doesn't know where the rumors came from, but she's here to set the record straight that she has not been fired. also she touches on Kimmy. I don't know if we've been bamboozled but we know it's reality TV and we know that it's scripted. And so Destiny is very fond of Kimmy. She has a very fond um, image and relationship with Kimmy, and even more so, which we were not aware of. I wasn't aware of that Destiny's father has cancer, and Kimmy has been a very intricate part in his, his treatments and, just giving medical advice, as for her being a nurse. She has been there for Destiny in a major way. And, Destiny is very grateful, she says to Kimmy for that. Kimmy checks up on her, she checks up on Kimmy. So, what we saw on the reunion stage, she, because of course she noticed, a little, whatever Kimmy was doing, but she doesn't hold it against Kimmy. I don't know if it's because of the illness in which Kimmy, just went through or still is going through, or, she just gave her a pass on that. But she seems to know that her and Kimmy is thick as thieves. And, she's not going to let that come between their relationship. She said they're very close, which a lot of the fans are not privy to and was not aware of. And she said, I think the night after the reunion aired, I think she said Kimmy came by or she called to check up on her dad or something like that. But she says her and Kimmy hangs out and they're very close. So I don't know what that was. We saw on the reunion stage again. We know that they discuss stuff before they do it. Like, girl, it ain't gonna be no hard feelings. Don't take it offensive, but we gotta get these ratings. We gotta do this for the show. And so perhaps it was one of those. Maybe they discussed this beforehand, and Kimmy let her know, I'm gonna come out with it. I'm gonna go off, and of course it's gonna get the fans talking, like, what the heck was going on with Kimmy and Destiny? And that's exactly what it was. But to hear from Destiny, I don't know if it was a put on, if it was made up, but you guys be the judge of that. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.
You've been accused by Melody of having some sort of more than friendly relationship with Martell. Speak about that.
I'm tired of speaking about that because that's so ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing. And it's like, come on now. Like, stop trying to create storylines. You ran wild with Tisha and me, you talking about each other. And now listen, I've known this man since I was 15 years old. Why would I now have a relationship of any sort with him? And have you seen my man?
Yes.
Have you seen my man? Come on now.
Oh, yeah. I saw the beard. I saw the beard.
Let's be clear. All right.
That's also something else that people need to normalize. Women and men can be friends without anything sexual going on.
Well, I know, yes, I have seen them together. I have hung out with SHARI and Martell at her home, and we've been out, a couple times together, eating dinner, doing things. As far as them lasting, I think they're just enjoying each other. They have a good time together.
And that's all that we can expect. That's it. This is one thing that won season 1. Do you feel as if everyone's storyline is being ushered around Mel's storyline?
Absolutely. And I said this to a few people because I've seen it being said, oh, well, what would they talk about? Or if they was all I had my name in it. Okay. Like, listen, we over it too. We over talking about it too. Shit. I am. And let's be real transparent. We should be getting a thank you because, we kept her alive. You're welcome. Every scene we forced to talk about a person that doesn't want to film with certain people. So it's like, let's be clear, Melody has been put in a position to be the star of the show. So they wanted us to talk about her.
Yeah. Do you feel as if she's gotten an inflated ego because of the show?
What do you think?
Yes. Hell yeah.
tomato. Some people.
But you know what I can say about Mel, she did it right because she really used the show to her advantage to leverage everything. You know, how was the show
She definitely branded her divorce to be famous. But yeah, how does the show help me? Gotta respect the hustle. Kudos.
You got to respect the hustle. And hustling she has been doing very manipulatively, but you know, I digress.
I've never seen you throw shade like that. Okay, I receive it though.
Mommy, let me tell you something. I am shady queen. I just try to keep it, you know, in the middle here on the show. But I have an opinion. I really do. I have an opinion, and I don't know. It just seems as if Melody and Carlos King are in the same bed together. And, you know, when he's in the writer's room, she's right there helping him, you know, just create content. It just seems forced. And it doesn't seem as if he's giving everyone an opportunity on the show to create and develop their storylines. What do you say about that?
I said my scenes didn't make it. The ones I was transparent with, they didn't make it. And I guess they didn't fit the narrative of the story that they were telling in that season. So we'll see.